Today we'll be taking another look back at Solana's Sol coin, performing some technical analysis and making some predictions on where we can expect to see Sol go in the near future. Let's get into it. Welcome back into the Sol chart, guys. If you're looking to buy Sol or want some free Bitcoin, there are a couple of links down in the description of today's video. But the last time we took a look at Sol, we saw there was a nice little bit of an uptrend from this perspective. All the outliers were bouncing off a key consistent point, but you can see then on the 9th of December, it unfortunately broke and we started moving in a downwards direction. Broke actually our horizontal support point, which was sitting at 170, and that is basically where we are sitting back to now. So first things first, let's extend out that point of support for us, sitting right on there, of course. Let's get rid of a few redundant sort of lines at this point in time. And as you can see right now, things are looking, I suppose, a bit more promising than about a week ago. The recovery did occur, which it occurred in a big way as well. You can see on the 15th of December, it really pushed back through that barrier. But if we were to, keep dropping any further, I'll just put in a point so you can see where potentially it could be dropping to. And realistically, it's probably going to be about where it bounced off. And that was about 146 sort of mark, 150. I'd suggest actually 150 is probably more realistic from that perspective. Chuck that one right there. It's just sitting on 149, but that is realistically where the next point of support is. All the price action that has occurred previously is major at that point, so it's good to see that it bounced off it and it recovered and actually got back through that other piece of support and resistance points. Now, of course, we can bring back in this long-term downtrend as well. You can see it's moving in this sort of a manner at the moment. I'm just trying to line it up exactly with, yeah, that's about where it was. You can see that actually we're still in that overall long-term downtrend, even after, unfortunately, we broke out. It was a false breakout. We came back into it. So for Sol at the moment, things are looking relatively tight. We're sitting not only on a point of support, but also, of course, our downtrend resistance line. So in the next few days, it's going to be really telling if we continue to trend downwards back towards this support point at 150, or if we do start to see a breakout and potentially break through our 20-day moving average, which is sitting at 183 at this point in time. I don't think it will be a hard thing to do, and it would be great to see that trend start to reverse. But of course, we need to see the buying momentum coming in, which we are not seeing at this point in time. Let's have a look at a few more indicators. MACD, bringing that one in. You can see we did have a crossover of the 12-day EMA of the 26-day EMA, but it has not been followed up with the volume that you would have expected. So in this sense, it's potentially looking like that 26-day EMA could cross back over the 12-day EMA, indicating that the trend that was in place at that point in time, which is our downtrend, will continue to occur. So that's really indicating we're going down to potentially 150 at this point in time. Ultimate support, if that fails, is of course our 200-day moving average at 121. Let's have a look at the RSI now as well. I imagine it'd be quite low, and yes, it is, as you can see on the lower end of things, 41.59. It got all the way down on the 13th of December to 32.53, nearly falling into the oversold area, but recovered a bit with a bit of buying momentum. But back on the decline now at 41.57. So that means though, there is still plenty of room to see some buying come back in. Not too sure why people would be hesitant. Sol has a lot going for it, and the Solana blockchain is very, very promising. So overall, I think long term we're looking bullish, but at this point in time, just because really we're not seeing much occur in all the indicators, I think potentially we may be going back down to 149, 150. So for today's video, it's not a good target, guys. Today's video is 150, and hopefully we see another bounce, but I hope I'm wrong and it does break out of this little triangle in an upwards direction. That wraps up our Solana analysis for today, guys. Let me know your thoughts on it down in the comments section below. Do you think the support is going to be able to hold if some buying momentum does come in, or do you think we're going into that 150 mark. Again, I'd love to know your thoughts. Of course, if you did enjoy today's analysis as well, make sure you leave a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of this sort of content, hit that subscribe button. But I'll leave it there for today, guys. I hope you have an awesome day. I'll see you next time. Cheers.